guys, I am so nervous. I just got to my hair appointment and today I'm taking out my extensions fully after having them for 10 years. If you've been here since the start of my YouTube channel, you have seen my hair in all of its natural thin glory. I'm kind of over the extensions. I'll talk a little bit more about it later. Hopefully it's not too much of a shock. Personally, I think I'm gonna be floored. My appointment's in 2 minutes and I'm really scared. Wish me luck. Goodness.
It's a big difference.
That's a massive difference. It's not as thin as I thought it was going to be.
No.
I thought I would have literally like one strand on each side and one on top. So I got out of my hair appointment and I kind of love it.
2 days later.
It feels so light in comparison to how it used to feel when I would wash my hair.
Alright guys, I let my hair dry naturally after the shower and I'm a little bit in shock, so I'm going to show you what my natural hair looks like, and don't laugh, okay? So this is my natural hair and I have no idea how to process this. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I hate it. I'm just kind of shocked right now, which I know sounds dramatic, but I have not seen my hair natural in I don't even know how long. I feel like even in high school when I didn't have my extensions, I would just straighten the crap out of my hair, which is why I initially thought it was gonna be much thinner than it is. It's not as bad as I remember just because I've taken way better care of my hair since then. I don't know how I feel about this though, and I don't know if I'll be wearing it natural. A part of me thinks like, okay, maybe it does look a little crazy right now, but my hair will get used to kind of curling again. But tell me in the nicest way possible what you think. Thank you. I will say though, taking a shower and washing my hair and feeling every inch of my scalp without extensions was lovely. I don't know if this is as exciting for you guys to watch as it is for me to go through it, but I wanted to vlog this just so you guys aren't shocked when I film my next video and I'm missing 75% of my hair. Yeah, I'm like trying to make it work, but I don't know if I like it. I don't know. What I do know is that I do like my natural hair good enough to where I don't think I'm gonna put the extensions back in. Maybe one day I'll go back to extensions, but for now, I want a break, especially with summer coming up. I wanna know what it's like to go swimming in the pool or in the ocean without thinking about taking care of my extensions afterwards or just avoiding it entirely. I feel like this is going to make this summer feel very freeing. And if you happen to have any hair care tips for thin hair or wavy, curly hair, whatever I have, please drop them down below because I am in desperate need of assistance. We are currently in the Liska Swim office, which doesn't get used too often or as often as I'd like, unfortunately, but we'll get there one day. Usually I do these stretches in the comfort of my own bed before I go to sleep. As you can see, I'm wearing my PJs. We're not getting too dolled up, too fancy for these stretches because I feel like having to put on any kind of active wear or anything for like certain small movements like stretching adds this amount of friction that is unnecessary and stops a lot of people from even doing it. Maybe that's just my ADD brain kind of removing like those hard, difficult steps for my brain, which is like, I understand there's way more harder things in life, but when you have a brain that doesn't want to work, you kind of have to work around to make things happen. So I'm stretching in my pajamas. It's not that groundbreaking. Don't know why I said a lot of what I just said, but I feel like that's something I use in my everyday life. So that's a little nugget of wisdom for you from Elizabeth Zaks. This is one of the stretches that I did at the chiropractor today. It might look easy, but honestly, you try it out because it really isn't. I did about 8 of these on each side. And this was one of like the finisher ones. When I stretch, I kind of treat it like I would an exercise. So I do 3 by 10 of these. It might look easy, but after you do it a couple times, you start realizing that it's way harder than you initially thought. Another stretch I did not think I was gonna feel until I tried it is this child's pose with this thread through. Oof. Feel that right in my middle back. It's like it's splitting it in half in the best way. There's a leaf. This stretch, it looks kind of artsy fartsy, I suppose, but it feels so nice. Oh my gosh. I don't realize just how much sitting like a cooked shrimp at my desk all day, how it could really affect your body, you know what I mean? Also, while we're in my office, let me show you my prized possessions and my #1 favorite hobby recently. Yeah, remember when I said that I am getting old? My hobbies don't reflect that at all because I've been coloring like a freaking maniac recently. Coloring book on coloring book on coloring book. I color, I bring my coloring books to make my friends color whenever we get together. And since I kind of took today off and I don't really have much else to do, I think I'm going to color tonight and finish this bad boy. This is really what my wild Friday nights look like nowadays. Let's make some tea and get cozy. I really have been trying to reconnect with my roots, my Russian roots. In Russia, whenever I'd visit or just whenever like I'm around my parents, my grandparents, they have midday tea breaks. They end the night with a nice cup of tea and they debrief at the table. And I've been wanting to get reconnected with that and like the little things. Also, this is the loudest tea kettle in the world apparently. Maybe the background noise remover on Final Cut Pro will help me. Let's see. Did it work? We'll see. And I know you're probably wondering, Elizabeth, why are you making this big deal? Like, congrats, you drink tea. And yeah, I'm really proud of that. And I'm really happy that that's become a part of my normal routine. But I tried doing this about 7 years ago. And then the very first day that I like tried to drink tea, something very traumatic happened that I haven't shared with you guys, but maybe one day I will. I'm just still going through dealing with it and what happened, even to this day, which is kind of crazy because it's like, whatever. But because that happened, there's big life-changing kind of event that happened and it gave me like PTSD almost in a way, which I know is so silly to say. Like, you know, I understand it's silly, but that's what I was like diagnosed with. And it was like little things that I did that day that would like trigger me into kind of a panic. And just a complete meltdown every single time. And hot tea was really one of those things. I was convinced that if I were to make a cup of hot tea, that disastrous things were going to happen. So I recently just got over that, like this past year, like a year ago is when I made my first cup of hot tea and I was like, we're fine, you know? It's so crazy how the mind works because I would not be scared of a freaking cup of tea, obviously. But I guess your brain tricks you into thinking that this fear is real and this could happen and it will happen. And it's just kind of, it's silly to think about. But just a little side note, just a little Liz Lord drop here and there, just because I feel like it's been so long since I've talked to you guys. And that was one of the reasons why I kind of went MIA. I feel like if you go back 7 years to when this occurred, you can definitely see a drastic change in my content, what I've shared with you guys and how I present myself online, which is unfortunate, but I'm not going to let fear dictate my life anymore. Your girl's medicated now. I have been for quite some time, and I feel like I am seeing a lot of progress. Who I am today versus who I was when that happened and like shortly after that happened are two completely different people, and I didn't even think I'd be here today. So I am very thankful. It is really silly in hindsight. I'm aware of that, but I just wanted to ramble a little bit and fill you guys in while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil. Remember when I told you guys I was scared of tea? Literally like 20 seconds ago. Yeah, well, your girl's got tea on tea on tea on tea. Call me Wendy Williams in this bitch, okay? Since it's only 7 p.m., I'm gonna be drinking this bad boy. Some nice She-Well, and I'm gonna be using my Ember mug. Dom got me this Ember mug for Christmas, and if you drink tea or coffee, I could not recommend this enough. I also put honey in my tea, and this is probably the best honey that I've ever tasted in my life. And usually I don't like honey. So the fact that like I'm raving about this says something. And I also think that this is why my allergies aren't as bad this season. Back to this Ember mug. This is probably one of the best Christmas presents I've ever gotten just because I use it daily. If you drink tea, if you drink coffee, and then you notice that it's too hot, and then you set it aside and forget about it until it's cold and you don't really want to drink it anymore, then this is for you. Same thing if you like to babysit your drinks. I'm kind of that way sometimes. I don't just want to chug it the second it's at the perfect temperature. This will keep it that way for like hours. The battery life isn't as great as I want it to be, but also this is an older model. Dom got me this for Christmas like 4 years ago, trying to get me back into like feeling comfortable to drink teas again, and I just started using it like a year ago. So maybe their current models are better with battery life, but either way, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Oh yeah, baby. We're ready for a crazy Friday night in. We have our glitter gel pens, the acrylic paint markers, alcohol markers, something too fancy. It's all off Amazon. They're all like dupes of major brands except for the Shuttle Art, but Shuttle Art is pretty affordable. And then these are some of my old books from when I was a kid. I got these for like my birthday or Christmas and stuff. Really into drawing and I kind of want to get back into it. I wouldn't say I'm bad at drawing. I just can't draw for myself, if that makes sense. Like I can see an image and kind of replicate it to the best of my ability and it'll look somewhat okay, but I can't just make something out of nothing. Start off with lines and then you end up with like a perfect portrait of someone's face. I don't know how to do that. I do want to learn, and I'm just going to start off with what I have and just use some of my old books from when I was a kid. I might crack this one open another night with you guys and we can practice Russian together. Anyone else occasionally cry when they watch Attack on Titan? I'm rewatching it right now. Man, it's so good. 10 out of 10. But if you're not an anime watcher, I would not recommend this as your first anime because it would terrify you, I feel. And for dinner, we're having some sausage with pierogies. Not one green thing to be seen on the plate, but it's okay. I'll probably make some salad later. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I know that this was a more calm vlog, a little bit random too than usual, but I feel like videos like this are sometimes fun to watch. I feel like it's a nice little break from all like the themed videos and stuff, and we just get to hang out together and learn more about each other. So let me know what your guys' hobbies are, if they're as exciting as mine, as my fuzzy land coloring books. If you have any tips about hair in general, I will take anything. I will take any tips at this point, because before I was a little bit more whatever with my hair because I was like, whatever, it's extensions. It doesn't really matter what I do because I could just get extensions, blah, blah, blah. Now each strand matters, you know what I mean? Each one is very precious to me. So let me know any tips you guys might have, but thank you so much for hanging out with me, and let me know how you guys like this hairstyle. I don't know, I don't even know if I like it, so if you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. But all right, love you guys so much. I am so freaking tired and I haven't even drank my sleepy time tea yet. If you want more stuff like this, definitely let me know. And if you have any other video ideas that you want to see from me, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.